With Bitcoin sitting above $70,000 and having in less than a month, are we going to see higher prices and even a new ATH for Bitcoin, or are we going to go down? Join me in this video as I'm going to talk all about it. Hi, my name is Rohan Murad and I'm your host at The Crypto Forecast. Here we merge technical, on-chain and macro data with the news in the market to give you the most accurate analysis and predictions about the crypto market. So, first of all, welcome to this video. As you can see, Bitcoin is $70,000 and Ethereum is above $3,600. We are only 25 days to halving. The market gained greed again, and it came back to extreme greed phase, and the market is looking actually good, but there are some concerning facts that we have to consider if we want to trade at this point of the market. First of all, let's check out the data on technical side. So as you can see, we are kind of in a shape of a channel, and the bottom of the channel is about $58,000, $60,000, and high part or the resistance is sitting around 72 to 73 or $74,000, which is Bitcoin's current ATH. So we could possibly, until halving, we could possibly go up and down in this channel, and we could fluctuate here. But after the halving, the possibilities for seeing lower prices, especially under 60,000 and probably around 51 or 52, is really high. But we have to consider what's going to happen in the next days. We have a couple of data that could actually help us gain more confidence in what we already know, and we're going to check them together. The first thing, as we talked about, is the fear and greed index. We used to be in the greed for past few days, especially after the time I uploaded my last video. But now we gain, FOMO again, especially a lot of young traders gain FOMO again, and now we are sitting at 81. So a data that could actually help us to decide and kind of predict where the market is actually heading is probably the inflows and outflows of spot Bitcoin ETFs. First of all, last week was a really bad week for ETFs. Since 12th of January, when the Bitcoin ETF got accepted on US exchanges, this was the worst week that we have ever seen. The outflows from GBTC outrun all the inflows from Bitcoin, from iShares, from BlackRock or Fidelity. As much as they tried, but GBTC outflows basically got all over the market, and they sell as much as they could. But still, a lot of addresses are at this point in real profit. 98% are in profit, and we are actually closing into 99%, which composes a risk if they start realizing more and more profits. So this is something that you have to be careful about it. A couple of data that could help us as well is probably the net flow from exchanges. So as you can see, in past few weeks we had a lot of outflows, which helped the price as well and could help the price, especially before the halving. And we got a couple of news that Binance and Coinbase are hitting really low supplies on Bitcoins on their platforms. This is something to consider at this point. The next thing that we can use is the ASOPR. So as I talked about it, we were kind of here the last time we talked about it, and then we saw a peak which shows a high realized profit, and then we came down, but we are gaining momentum again, especially after we entered $70,000 zone for Bitcoin. So This could show that we could see another realizing profit in the upcoming days, and Bitcoin could see higher prices as well. But you have to be very careful, because these kind of price realizing profits at this point could actually put a downward pressure on the price, and we could see volatility and fluctuations in the market a lot. So CDD saw a huge peak. Let me show you the data for the all-time data. This peak is huge. I personally haven't seen something like this in a really long time, which shows a lot of long-term holders, a lot of whales are probably selling their assets and their bitcoins, and it is becoming more and more risky to actually hold the Bitcoin at this point. Personally, I would suggest DCing Bitcoin at this point. If you want to keep going with the market, and you haven't bought until the price hits 60,000, 65,000, DCing and buying in proportions, and managing your asset and manage your risk, and lose not as much as you would if you buy and if you're all in at this point of the market. So a couple of data from the futures market. The open interest is still high. Last time we checked it, we were below $16.5 billion. Now we are over that. We are over $17 billion. And the funding rates are gaining momentum again. And if we check the all-time ratio, so we had peaks before we came back down, and we are seeing a rise again, which this momentum could actually help the price go higher. But at the same time, as we can see in the ratio of ratio of buyers and sellers in the market, this could propose a risk if we start to see this trend continues to go, which could put downward pressure on the price. A couple of news that could help you this week is, first of all, the ETFs of BlackRock could surpass the holdings of GBTC in 3 weeks. So as they talk about it here, the inflows of BlackRock is about 4,000 bitcoins a day, and the outflows of Grayscale is about 4,000 as well. So they are saying probably in 3 weeks we can see BlackRock surpass Grayscale in Bitcoin holdings. A really good news that we heard today was that London Exchange is accepting crypto ETNs, and they will start on May 28th, which is a really good news. So the door has been opened with SEC accepting Bitcoin ETFs, and now we can see all over the world giving the option to different people to use this as a new way of investing. So in this article in Cointelegraph, it talks about how the historical halving prices have worked in the past, and in all of our previous halvings, we have seen huge price surges, but it is coming. These price surges are coming lower and lower. The last time that we saw the halving, it basically pumped the price to 62,000, and some people are saying we will see a new ATH after the halving, which I don't think so, and they're speculating about $250,000 within a year or so for Bitcoin, which is a little bit crazy, especially since we are in an economic state that doesn't really support the idea of a Bitcoin with 250,000. If you would check the macro data with interest rate at 5.5 for America, this doesn't seem to be a really good prediction for Bitcoin. But overall, this was the article that I wanted to talk about. This is the thing that we talked about the exchanges, supply going down, which we have it here. Bitcoin price reclaims 70,000, and Coinbase supply hits 9-year low. And they put charts here from Glassnode, and from the start of 2021, people kind of changed the way they look at Bitcoin. And from that, we saw lower and lower supplies in central exchanges like Coinbase and Binance. Also, Goldman Sachs hedge funds, especially those ones in East Asia, are actually looking into Bitcoin. They want to enter this market as well, which is a bullish sign for us. Which you could consider a good thing for the future. One thing that I would like to actually make a video about is that we could see some societies and some countries with really high inflations, like Argentina, that we have seen 250% inflation rate, which is obviously crazy. And you won't have a stable economy in this case. But in these economies, assets like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, these assets with low supplies and low inflations could actually help them, maintain the stability they needed their government to make in their economy. And they could use these coins and tokens to stabilize the economy, to help the economy move forward, even in the dark times when the inflation is going really, really high. And people basically could, stabilize everything themselves instead of relying on bad politicians. And one thing that I talked about last week, and we saw the price changes for that, was the Arbitrum, opening of coins and opening of stake coins. So there are a lot of whales that are moving their tokens around, especially into Binance and Coinbase. So personally, I'm bullish on ARB for the future, especially after the Dencon update. But at this point, I think lower prices could help us have better chances of getting really good prices on this token. And I see a really good future for ARB and Arbitrum network as a whole. But you could actually use this chance, and if Arbitrum sees lower prices due to pressure of sales, you can start buying more. So thank you for watching this video. This all was educational. I just wanted to help you gain a little bit of sense of what's going on in the market. This is not financial advice. I made a video on the best DEX on Arbitrum network and all other layer 2s like Optimism, ZK Syncera, and Starknet, and Manta Pacific. So you can definitely check that video out as well. And thank you for watching this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down this video. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Take care.